and also advice for you guys to start up with this business, to look into these type of books. And all of these books, I'm telling you, tells us all of the same things, guys. Everything is imprinted in the same thing. The guys that are doing the things at the top, that's hitting all of the success, is built on all of the success is built on certain principles. And I can tell you, if these guys can turn away time and they can go back in time, and most definitely you can read today, guys like Robert Kiyosaki, big entrepreneurs, enthusiasts, millionaires and billionaires, has gone through the graft of network marketing. We'll always look back to say that network marketing was one of the greatest foundations of building, capacity in yourself as an entrepreneur, looking to embrace the venture of entrepreneurial, and also solidify principles, that could make you a big business owner. And that's what happened with me, guys. With network marketing, I can tell you a bit of my story. And I had a privilege also to be on Massey's call a few months back, and I shared my story there, and we had total different stories in terms of where I come from and where 95% of you guys on the call come from, or 10% or 50%, whatever. Everyone's journey is different from Mr. Fulolo or Mr. Cheka. So I'm going to tell you, I was in a privileged, let's call it like that, in a privileged high school. I was actually on a partial sponsor, on a sponsorship scholarship, to be able to go to that school. So I was a professional athlete. I was a very athletic person when I was younger, and therefore I got a bit of a slipstream. I was never academic strong. That was never my desire. I wanted to play for rugby. I wanted to play for the Springboks. Ever since I could ever thinking of having a dream was to play for the Springboks. That was the only thing that mattered for me. So I was a rugby player, gone through the ranks, matriculated, got good grades, was never tuned to go get a job after school, was never faced of going to varsity to get myself a plan B and to try and figure it out afterwards. I came from a household where my dad was entrepreneurial wired. I saw my dad waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, coming back at 8 o'clock. I saw my dad bankrupt. My dad super wealthy. I saw my dad going through all of these different cycles and seasons that we as entrepreneurs find ourselves in this situation, in this climate, where we don't always have to have all of the answers. And I can tell you by this today, you don't need to have all of the answers. By just opting in this leadership call, I can tell you, you already have the value of what you've invested in this business, guys. I'm telling you, if you believe that with all of your heart, give us some fire emoji to know that if you're already opting for Mining City, I'm going to tell you today that you will go forward. All right, it's much bigger than just a mining plan. It's much bigger than just accumulating BTCV or Lcash, or just go on the persuasion of your mate. This opportunity will ultimately change the route of your life. And I can tell you that, and just being in this environment, was a key pillar in terms of where my success has come from. So a rugby player, think of this. I was 19 years old. I got dropped off in Durban. I had no family. I had no friends in Durban. I came from an agricultural high school, Afrikaans high school, from the Garden Route areas, going into Durban, couldn't speak a word Afrikaans. Okay, so for those of you that can only speak isiXhosa or Zulu or English, can only speak one language, my home language is Afrikaans. I came from an agricultural high school. Okay, so that was for me my first challenge. So to be able to just connect with different people and being able to build friendships and ultimately build networks was one of the things that always was for me the piece of gold. I never looked at where can I position myself to have favor, but always where can I position myself in an environment where I can be continuously molded, and I can be continuously challenged, and I can be continuously shaped in terms of where I want to be as an individual. And I can tell you that by this Mining City, this company will push you, it will shape you, and it will bring you in the heat of things. This is where they say under pressure, under means of heatedness and pressure, diamonds are formed. And I can tell you this company will shape and form you into a diamond. Why? Because there's a community, there's leaders in this business that care about you, there's leaders that does this with no cost. I mean, we all, I could be anywhere in this time now, and Mr. Floro doesn't have to spend his time here, but we are the leaders in this business continuously sowing. And for me, being part of Mining City, was I referring earlier, just making that first step, just opting in to be in this business, it will accelerate you as a human being. I can tell you, if I could bring one of my team members on this call now, and testify from his point of view, it would tell you that his life completely changed, and multiple others of our members in Mining City, just because of the perspective, not because that we had an expectation in terms of what we are investing and what we are getting back. That's not what it's all about. We're making a lifelong investment. We are making investment onto one another, because who's going to follow you if Mining City is not there tomorrow? That's the question that you want to be. You want to be a person where if this business vanishes tomorrow, and I want to challenge you, that the one that's not full-time in this business, if you are doing this business part-time and you look at your job, if your job goes away tomorrow, if you lose your job, if your job goes bankrupt, or if your CEO has hidden agendas and it's gone tomorrow, who would follow you? That's the big question. Who would follow you? And this is what I can tell you. In Mining City, that continuous deposit of value and information is information that even if you wanna eliminate the voices in your mind, it will forever and ever stick with you. Why? Because cryptocurrency is here to stay, guys. And that's another thing in the beauty of this business. Besides, and I think Tembi also said it quickly in an introduction where, it's like a learning school, it's like an environment, it's like a community where we can be continuously around just the information and the support that we have. But now all in that, we have the opportunity to leverage this in this business model, not only to have access to the leaders, not only to have access to all of the information around cryptocurrency, because remember, it's not about you, all right? It's about this information has the potential to alleviate and uplift more people out of poverty than what the start of the internet phase had. So that is something that is a responsibility upon us as leaders. That's a responsibility for you as a member. That's the responsibility for you as a new coming member. How can you make a difference? So if this opportunity is so great, is it just for you to make money? Is it just for you to be able to benefit from spillover and to be able to benefit from cycle commission? Or is it you to take the responsibility and make this work? Because this is an environment that you'll be able to unlock certain skills. Why am I saying that? So now we look at cryptocurrency, and I've been privileged to be involved in cryptocurrency since 2016, and just to see where Bitcoin has started and where we've gone now, we can all agree that cryptocurrency is a global trend, right? We cannot bypass or overlook it anymore. We know that cryptocurrency is a global trend. But think about this now. If cryptocurrency is an independent of any companies, or it's an open source code, who will opting and take the responsibility to take this information that has the potential to unlock many and alleviate so much poverty in as one case scenario? Why wouldn't we take this information and share it to another person that will take the opportunity and responsibility to take this to other people? Because that's what we need to see in this opportunity. Not only that we are looking to gain on these small, accumulated mining earnings, but to understand the value in that, to be able to accumulate Bitcoin Vault or electric cash by doing nothing. Right. And now on top of this, we have this platform now that we can share with one another and leverage the opportunity where we get paid for this. So in simplified terms, Mining City is a platform where you are buying a product. Okay. It's not a nutrition product. It's not whey protein or anything like that, or recovery drinks. You are actually purchasing a product which is generating you an income. So it doesn't matter if it's pennies or it's millions of rands or whatever. Okay, so if you have a product, just get that. If you have a product that you can purchase and you don't have to do anything, which the product actually does the work for you. If you understand the concept around mining is a node of networks of computers that verify and secure the network, and we we can participate in that, right? So just to know that we are buying a product which is delivering the service, which is now verifying the network on our behalf, plus is paying us out, okay, dividends in crypto, okay? So that now could mean nothing for you. So now let's look at the technology behind these different cryptocurrencies, because a lot of people make the mistakes and look at the charts and tend to try make a summary in terms of where the price is going. But the market price has got nothing to do with market adoption. Market price is to do with buying behavior. So therefore, us as the community around BTCV and Electric Cash that's now accumulating this from the Mining City platform, we have now the responsibility to understand what the real value of these cryptos are in order to present it to other people. So not only is this a product that's facilitating the service on our behalf, so it's not a product that we need to consume, it's a product that's doing the service, that's paying you out in a currency that's appreciating over time. I mean, can I have some love in the chat box? Let's see if we can have some hearts. If there's not fire, give us some love. Show us that you are in love with Mining City. Show us that you at least understand. If there's not love, stick to the fire. Understand. So, but let's create that culture. Let's go forth from here. Let's understand the value of the opportunity that we can now take Mining City and we can take this to the world. But let's get back to the basics to understand what we are doing. We are accumulating cryptocurrency by doing nothing, which our product is now delivering a service, is paying us out in a crypto that has potentially, the means to take over and have the potential of what Bitcoin has gone on to do if you look at the technology. Because remember, the market price of BTCV has nothing to do with Mining City, right? A lot of people tend to look at Mining City to wonder why the BTCV price is where it is. BTCV and Electric Cash has ever since been developing, has been growing, and has been adopting. And market behavior is the attitude around the project. It's our attitude. And 95%, we can look ourselves in the mirror, has experienced that in the past 6 months. We've looked at this project and we've asked certain questions that we don't have the answers to. Okay. And that's a very dangerous place to be. All right. Because we need to go back and make sure that we understand to get the buying behavior up for the market and make the value go up. So Mining City for me, as from my story as a professional rugby player, giving me the opportunity to experience crypto and being in a secured environment to learn from all of these entrepreneurs that I don't even have to pay to spend time with Mr. Falolo that's making millions and millions, all right? And Mr. Neo Checker, I don't have to pay to spend time. I have access, all right? We have access. If we can ask Mr. Neo for time to spend on our, on team trainings, we have access. So from network marketing and Mining City being that model positioned right among the mega trend, which is now cryptocurrency and network marketing, we are now leveraging that perfect cash flow quadrant, which Robbie Kiyosaki is talking about, the I quadrant and the B quadrant. The B for time multiplied by people, that gives you leverage. Okay, big business owner, what's the formula? Time multiplied by people, that gives you money. That means now that we want to position ourselves in this business where we don't have to do all of the work, but we can now create the leverage among our team by educating and informing them about this business. So now we are really checking the box of a B quadrant, knowing that Mining City is in that leverage quadrant where we can take away our time and know that money is coming in. All right. Obviously, there's different seasons and we know when to mature to those seasons, but then we have the I quadrant where money is generating us money, where we are now invested in crypto. Okay, you are not making an investment, but we are accumulating cryptocurrency, which is ultimately a portfolio investment which we want to look to grow. So in my understanding, being involved in cryptocurrencies for the past 5.5 years, you cannot participate in cryptocurrency without opting to mine if you have the opportunity. If you don't have the opportunity, stay to buying and trading. But for us, that's positioned right among the mega trend. We have the opportunity and responsibility to take this to the world. We've seen the results. We've seen all of the stories. We can sugarcoat this until we go into the moon, but we have groundwork to do, and that is to pick up the spirits, that's to inform our communities, that's to educate our community, educate ourselves, build that conviction and go forth, all right? So that's what needs to happen. We need to duplicate, we need to multiply this action and create that belief. Because I can tell you one thing, Mining City has changed my life. I wouldn't have been sitting here, I wouldn't have been talking to you guys like I do with such passion if I wasn't convicted, all right? So, and that's conviction is something that builds, that you build with confidence, okay? And by being confident is having that repetition to doing something and learning and being open-minded for other people to get to stir you and speak into your life. So from confidence comes conviction, and conviction, you can take over anything, all right? So for me, that's a mouthful. I hope you guys got all of that. Mr. Falola, for me, that is the reason why Mining City is such a pedestal in today's time. We are finding ourselves in a very, very challenging time. If you're on this call and you are all right with your income, that's good for you. I think you're on the wrong call. But we as entrepreneurs, we are here to make money, and we want to know how we can propel this thing going forward. So this is my belief. This is why I'm in this business. This is why I'm building Mining City full time, because I believe that this business has the power to alleviate and uplift more people out of poverty than what the start of the internet phase had. So guys, for me, thank you so much for this time, Mr. Falola Tembi, for facilitating. Hopefully you guys, you know, get what I'm saying, and let's take this challenge on for the next 90 days. I'll be definitely competing in this one. I'm not missing out on this one, and hopefully you guys can take me up on this. I know there's a few managers that's running and to get the prize on the being on the next city chief manager. So Masi, I like competition. I like healthy competition. So let's do this, guys. This is from me, Ivan Lurik, all the way from Quebec. Peace.
Awesome, 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 awesome. That's Mr. Lurik, all the way from Port Elizabeth. Awesome, awesome. Guys, we have an amazing opportunity right in the palm of our hands. And I like, you know, what, Ivan was alluding to. Sometimes, we look at things in a narrow way and tend to actually, overlook some of the things. Being in this environment, guys, is for me and for a lot of people, it's actually far greater than any, and then look, I did go to university, right? I do believe in education, but the kind of environment that is actually created here, far supersedes, than any environment that you'll find doing your BTech, doing your MBA, right? You get an all-rounded, information and education here. And over and above that, you get to have an opportunity where, can you imagine, did you ever imagine that you would get into something like cryptocurrencies before your financial services companies in South Africa? Sanlam is actually preparing to get into the cryptocurrency space. All of us in this call here, we came before Sanlam. Do you guys understand that? Right? So in the next coming, a year or two, we will hear of banks in South Africa preparing to get into the cryptocurrency space. Do you guys understand that we have the privilege to forerun banks into this movement of cryptocurrencies? So we need to really take it in for all that it's worth, because it's something that's really, really massive. Okay, and we have the opportunity to actually herald it, right, and be a forerunner, of all these major, opportunities out there. I mean, big corporations out there. So with that being said, guys, we are in an amazing, amazing, amazing environment. But now, on to our next segment of our 90-day game plan pre-launch, and we have none other than the newly, since we're in the crypto space, we're gonna say the newly minted, non-fungible city chief manager by the name of Neo Checker. Newly minted, guys, newly minted, non-fungible. Mr. Checker is going to be telling us about the million factor. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but, for me, the word million, the amount million, has a strong psychological effect on a lot of people in South Africa, right? When I was, coming from where I come from, I knew that, from that particular point is that, if I can make 1 million, it will mean at least some of my problems would be over, And in fact, it would mean that, if I can make 1 million, there is nowhere else, there's no other area where I can have, stumbling blocks. So in other words, if I could make 1 million, I knew that I could create any other amount that I want to create, or I could do any other thing that I want to do. So that is why, we've got this thing about the word million, all right? So what's our objective? We want to create 100 millionaires. And guys, I made my first million in the cryptocurrency space, network marketing, as early as 2017. Okay? And there's no reason why, all of us here, can you imagine if everyone in this call, by the end of this 90-day game plan, makes their 1 million? Mr. Checker, tell us how that is possible and why that is important for us to achieve. Let's give him some love. Let's give him some fire. Abakhonza naye mnikeni la 7 wakhe. Those those who fellowship with him, give him that 7. He likes the 7, right? So he likes numbers. So give him some 7. Give him some numbers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, I have not made you co-host. Sorry.
Yeah, man. What? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you, brother.
Perfect stuff. There we go. So I'm excited, guys. I'm really, really excited. Thank you very, very much. To the people that have been speaking before me right now, Ivan, Tembi, Prof Fox, everyone, guys on this call, thank you for attending. Thank you for honoring an appointment with yourself. This has very little to do with me, with the person who invited you here, but this has everything to do with the fact that you have showed up for your goals. And I believe without a shadow of a doubt that you're gonna get more than what you have bargained for in the next 90 days. I'm not sure if those who did not listen to my testimonial, my story sharing, last night on the family meeting with Hannah. And one of the things that I mentioned there that many people might not have missed, that many people might have missed, is that I achieved in the last 7 months, I achieved in the last 7 days what I could not achieve in the past 7 months, right? So again, what I achieved in the past 7 days, I could not achieve in 7 months. And why am I saying this? Because I truly believe based on what has happened over the past 7 days, I believe that the next 12 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be better than the past 12 months. If you believe that, I want to see some fire flames in the comment section. If you are making a commitment, if you are excited that the next 12 weeks will be far better than the past 12 months of your life, because I did it, and I'm saying this because what I could not do in the past 7 months, I did in 7 days. Not in 7 weeks, right? So right now we're not talking about some small steps. We're not taking baby steps. Guys, baby steps is out of the window right now. We are late, we are behind, right? It's urgent. The fact that we need to make money is so urgent. We don't have time for baby steps. But what we are now getting ready to take, guys, what we call quantum steps. We are not taking baby leaps, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about quantum leaps. It's about compressing time frames. It's about doing more in a very short space of time. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to get into an intense mindset to actually reap what I believe God has already given to people for the next 12 weeks. If you miss what's about to happen for the next 12 weeks, it's totally your fault. It's not the leadership's fault. It's not your sponsor's fault. It's not Mining City's fault. Because let me tell you this, they're doing good, right? Mining City, they're doing good. Your leaders, they are good, right? The only thing, God is good, right? He's good, okay? The question is, are you going to be good, right? Are you going to be good? Are you going to bring your A game? And so, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to discuss just for the next couple of minutes, the method to the million. Write this down. There's a method to the million. And the method to the million, ladies and gentlemen, is broken up into two. It's mindset and mechanics. Okay? Mindset and mechanics. And success is 100% mindset, and success is 100% mechanics. Now, there's been an invention, or rather we call it a bit of a right? And the reason why I'm saying this, it's still the same. Success is 90% mindset, 10% mechanics. But many people think that if they spend 90% of their time developing their mind and no time developing their business and their mechanics, everything's gonna happen to place, right? So you need to give your all, right? For you to get 100% result, you need to give 100% on mindset and 100%, on the mechanics. And so, speaking about the mindset, right? So let's stop there for a moment, right? What do you think your mind has to be like for you to be able to complete this 90-day game plan? Now, let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, our lives are constantly and continuously controlled by our mind, where our mind is at, what our mind is thinking. 95% of the thoughts you think today, you thought yesterday, you thought the day before. And until you change those 95% of your thoughts, you will get the same result as you did last week, last year, right? And so when you're talking about during this pre-launch stage, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that you are also pre-launching your mind. You have to prepare for the new you, right? You have to prepare for the fact that you have never ever done before, and therefore your mind has to think thoughts and behaviors that you have never thought before, right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, I always say to people, that's what I say to people, I say, if you're going to set a big goal, you need to pay big respect to that goal. Okay, you need to pay big respect. Sometimes our failures is precisely and disrespected our goals. So many people on the school right now, they say you want to make $1 million, everyone go, I want to make $1 million. But then you look at the efforts that you put in. Are you putting $1 million rands efforts? Are you growing? Are you breaking through the barriers of who you are? And a lot of people want to set big goals, but don't pay big respect to those goals by putting in the effort, putting in the work, putting in the development, So I'm sharing this with you right now, and the leaders are sharing with you right now, because a lot of the leaders speaking to you have made more than 1 million in 90 days. Okay, and we understand that it's both mindset and mechanics. Okay, so you need to be able to get and like one of the things, and I want to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the hardest thing you've ever done. The next 12 weeks might probably be. In fact, the next 16 weeks, if you're counting the pre-launch, might be one of the hardest things that you have ever done in your life. It might be the most drastic thing that you have ever done in terms of changing your life. The question is, are you prepared? So as you're pre-launching, you need to take an interview with yourself. You have to do somewhat, we have to do an introspection. Ask yourself, are you really, not if you can do it, not if you are worthy, not if you are deserving, not if you have the qualifications, the connections. No. Do you have the heart to do it? Because success is hard work. Now, this is a new statement that I've listened, from another gentleman called Justin Owens. There's a word that he spoke about that I really connected with, and it was hard work. Right? So success is hard work. And hard work, okay? The state of your heart. Do you have a heart for success? Do you have a hunger for success? Do you have the heart to hold it in there when things are tight, when things are tough, when you're not seeing the results? Do you have the heart to continue with yesterday's intensity, even though you did not see the result, and still believe with a heart that tomorrow is going to be far better than what it is yesterday? And even if it is not better, but I'm still going to keep. Do you have the heart? Hang in there when things are difficult, when things seem like not to be moving. Ladies and gentlemen, success is hard work with hard work. Can you work hard? Can your heart sustain the hard work? And that is the kind of thing that you have to ask yourself right now. Some of you, your hearts are full with excuses. They are full of the reasons why you can't do this. They are belief. You know, you don't believe in yourself. There's a lot of doubt that you have. Your heart is telling you that, you know, so a lot of the things that you need to do, you have to tell your heart different things, right? And your heart is not just this, it's also this, that heart, mind, same thing, okay? So you need to understand right now as I'm speaking to you that you need to develop and work on your heart. It is hard work plus hard work, right, is equal to success, okay? Now you need to ask yourself, you know, do you have the heart for success? Now you don't need $1 million to have a heart of a millionaire. You don't need $1 million. You need to come from a family that has millions of rands for you to have a heart of $1 million. Let me tell you this, if you're a person that gives up, you don't have a heart for $1 million. Person who's full of excuses, you don't have a heart of $1 million. I have a guy, ladies and gentlemen, you know, 25 years old, was earning 2,000 a month, and he made a call to me in February and said, I'm going to join your business in June. When he said that, he had no idea how he was going to join the business earning 2,000 a month. How is he going to get up to 10? He would have to save for 10 months and live off half of his salary for him to be able to afford a plan. But guess what? He had the heart for success. He had a heart. He wanted to succeed. He wanted success so bad, he wanted to cry. Right? Because they had the heart for success. And guess what? June came and this gentleman got involved in the business. Because when your heart is right, when your heart has made a decision that you're going to go out, that you're going to make a way, guess what? You know, God responds to you. You know, everything around you begins to respond. You start seeing things happen. Why? Because your heart, you have made a choice. Have you ever discovered, ladies and gentlemen, once you make a decision in your heart that you're going to do something, that things on the outside just seem to happen? I remember this day about almost 10 days ago, and I'm like, this rank has to happen. I don't care how, I don't care. I made a decision, did not know how. But as long as the heart is right, the how will always show up. You will all of a sudden have strategies coming into place, skills coming into place. Why? Because your heart is in the right place. Right? You have a heart to succeed, a heart to, you know, to give and inspire other people for success. Well, your heart is in the right place, right? If you don't have a heart, a lot of us have a heart of jealousy. You know, a heart of sort of greed. You're not going to succeed like that. You know, some of us have hearts of being stingy. You can't sacrifice $2,500 for an event that can turn your life around. Your heart is on the right place. Your attitude is on the right place. Some of you won't spend $150 on a book. You won't do this. You won't spend time developing yourself. Why? Because your heart's not in the right place. You need to work on your heart, and you work on your business. Hard work plus hard work. So I've spoken about now the mindset, the heart part of the business. Now, you know, before I even leave this thing of the heart, my favorite book says, this is my favorite book, quotes as follows, says, guard your heart, because from it flows the issues of life. Guard your heart, pay attention to your heart. Now your heart is not just what you feel, it's what you're thinking. Guard your heart. Why? Because from it flows the issues of life. Your life is a function of the state of your heart. Your life is a product of the things you're thinking. Right now, wake up every single day. I'm excited because the thoughts that I'm thinking is about the goals that we are achieving. We're going to create 100 millionaires. You know, we're going to create 100 millionaires. That's happening. The bus is moving. Fox Nation is going to grow this time bigger than ever. We're going to fill up stadiums in South Africa. That's the goal. We're going to fill up stadiums in South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Whether they open up or not, guys, this is going to happen. In fact, we're going to see a forced open up in this country. Once we get our hearts set on the goal, everything will have to comply. Everything will happen to comply with what we have set up. We're going to fill stadiums. We're going to impact so many lives. We're going to have live events, you know, with tens of thousands of people excited to log in from their computers. We're going to have a Fox Nation studio where people will be able to get in and see, guys, things are about to happen. Why? Because the heart is in the right place. You talk to Mr. Fololo, whatever he does, whatever he thinks, if there's an idea that we need to do, the first question he always asks himself, ladies and gentlemen, and I spend a lot of time with him, one of the first questions he always asks when we are about to embark on a new strategy, a new skill, a new, a business partnership with people, one of the things that he asks himself is, how is this thing going to benefit the community? How is this thing going to benefit the community? If this is not going to benefit the community, I don't want anything to do with it. That's what Mr. Fololo always says. If this cannot help a new person that comes in here to get to new results, we don't want any part of it. Why? Because his heart is in the right place. Okay? Now, let me move on now to the mechanics. How is it that we're going to be able to make the next 90 days now with the mechanics? Now, let me share my screen just for a moment. So right now we are going into a 90-day game plan, and if you focus here, 90 days is equal to 12 weeks, right? That is why we believe that the next 12 weeks is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be great. Mr. Follower once again put up a cross. If it's hard, do it hard, right? So if you can see here in this row B, column B, we've listed week 1 to week 12. And the blueprint is simply this. The aim here for the next 12 weeks is to enroll one new person into your business every single week. Okay? That's your focus. So if I sign up Roger this week, my aim is to help Roger sign up one person next week, but I must also sign up one person next week, right? So I sign up and say, hey, Roger, hey man, thank you for coming into my business. You're gonna have an awesome time. Let's go, right? Let's go and get your one person for the next week. So as you can see here, week 1, because you sign up Roger, week 1, you are 2 in the business, right? Week 2, right? Roger goes out and he signs up Uluhle, and Nevo signs up Vusi. And I say, hey, Vusi, listen up. Week 3, we go sign up someone. He signs up someone. All of us are signing up every single week. Sorry. And week 3, we are 8 people in our business right now. Week 4, we do the same thing with the newcomers, and we're 16. Week 5, we're 32. Week 6, we're 64. Week 7, we're 128. Things are starting to look nice now. Week 8, that's 2 months, we are 256 people. Beautiful stuff. Week 9, we are 512 people. Week 10, we are 1,024. Week 11, we are 2,048, and week 12, we are 4,096. Now, what does 4,096 people mean? Now, we're going to go to the rules. We're going to look here. Like, we're going to talk about the rules, right? The rules of calculation. Well, Mining City has about three compensation level, right? Compensation 1, 2, and 3. But we're going to focus on compensation 2, which is the binary bonus, right? The cycle bonus. And you can see here, one cycle is equivalent to $200, and one cycle, is equal to 5 points on the left, 5 points on the right. In other words, you need a total of 10 credits minimum, which is 5 on each side for you to get $200 plan. Now, many people are like, but how do we get those 5 credits? Well, a standard plan is 1, a bronze plan is 2, a silver plan is 4, a gold plan is 7, and a platinum big boys plan is 21 points, right? 21 credits. Now let's go to the money, how the money is made, right? Using that particular information that we have right now, we have 4,000 people and we have all these credits and information. What does that translate to, right? and we put a 0. The total credits, the cycles, how many times you're gonna cycle, and you know how much what the money means, right? What the money means. Now, quickly, ladies and gentlemen, let's say for argument's sake, you sign up. You know, on the average of the next 12 weeks, you're only signing up standard plans. You still make money. Let's say on the course of the week, you're only signing up standards, you know, or bronze, or whatever the case may be. We're gonna show you different cases on the average. If your average sign up is a standard plan, let's say for argument's sake now, you are signing up a bronze plan and standard bronze plan and a primary bronze plan. And at the end of the 90-day game plan, on average, you've been signing up 1 credit for argument's sake, right? I want to show you what that will mean. So let's put in 1 here. Let's say it's a standard, right? You can see there, because you have 4,096 people from here, you can now you have 4,000. So 4,096 times 1 for 1 credit. That's 4,096 credits. Now, how many cycles will that be? Right? That's going to be 409 cycles. But 409 cycles, remember, 1 cycle is equivalent to $200. So let's talk about the money, baby. That's $81,000, and I put it in green there, you know, because the only color that matters is not black, it's not white, it's green. It's the money, right? So in dollars, we're talking about $81,920. But some of you want to know what that will be in rands. Just multiply it by 15, and that's 1.2 million rand in the next 90 days if you just sign up on average standard plans. Let's take it up to bronze. Some of you saying, maybe I'm just going to sign up, you know, on average bronze plans. Well, let's do that calculation. That's 2.4 million. Some of you saying, no, I'm going to average 4 credits. Well, it's 4.9 million, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what 4.9 million can do for you, but certainly it's going to do a lot for me, okay? It's going to do a lot for me. 7, let's talk about 7. 8.6 million bucks. Let's see if you just average. It's 25 million, ladies and gentlemen. 25 meet. Let's just go back to 1, so that people can handle, you know, the processing. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the pre-launch right now. Going to the pre-launch. A lot of you are asking yourself, but remember, the whole assumption here is if you are starting alone. Now, let's say you start now with 10 people. Let's say you start with, you know what? Let's put there starting number. Let's say you start with 10 people, right? If you can find 10 people that you're going to launch with at the end of August, that's what your number could be. If you can find 10 people that you're going to start this 90-day game plan with, you could literally make 12 million in the next 90 days. Now let's do this. Let's say you start, and let's say only 5 people. Let's say only 5 people do this. You can do 6 million. Let's say you're going to have 3 buddies that you're going to start with. It's 3.6 million. So type down in the comment section how many people are you going to look for in the next 10 days. So in the next 30 days that you're going to start your 90 days, that you're going to launch with. This is the pre-launch right now. For the next 30 days, you need to ask yourself, how many people am I going to start with the 90-day game plan? Now, if you can find 20, that's really amazing. I think this is for Brafox and Bramzi and Ivan and Vusi and the leadership Limpo, leadership Queen, manager, city managers above, guys. City managers above. Let's go. Let's see if we can find 20 new people to go and launch with. Wouldn't that be amazing? Huh? Right. So I put in volume here. Let me just go put this back at 1. Let's say you're doing this alone, you'll still make 1.2 million. Now, I want to do this quickly, Prof. Fox. This is something that I just recently added right now. To say that, guys, if you, let's say, have 4,096 people in your team, now this is it, right? Say at the end of the 90-day game plan, you have 4,096 people. And on average, they sign up with a standard plan. That's $600, okay? $600, that's a standard plan. That's the volume of a standard plan, okay? Or let's make it $800, because that's the new plans right now, okay? Prof. Fox, has it been confirmed that the rank sales volume will be adjusted to?
It will change, but they will give us time. I'm not sure how much time.
Okay, so let's just remain with $600, right? Let's just remain with $600. Let's say, guys, this happens for the next 600. The next 12 weeks, you sign up on average 1 person standard plan. You see here that your sales volume could be $2.4 million. Look here, because you have 4,096 multiplied by 600. That's 2.4 million. And now ask yourself, which rank has a sales volume of 2.4 million? Right? 2.4 million sales organization, ladies and gentlemen, is a city chief. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, if you could focus on doing this for the next 90 days, if you could achieve this, you're almost guaranteed city chief manager position. So not only are we showing you how to make $1 million in 90 days, but we're also showing you how you can get to city chief manager in the next 90 days. It's crazy, it's big, but if it's big, it's hard. Let's do it big and hard. Thank you very, very much. Prof. Fox, over to you, my good sir.
Wow. So now, Neo, you just spoke my language. My language is numbers. My color is green. You just spoke, yeah. So as you're busy talking, busy taking pictures, doing my own sums here on the site, guys, I'm really, really excited about this particular 90-day game plan. So yeah, if you are ready for those numbers, and if your color is green, I want to see some fire in the comment section. I want to see some 7s for Mr. Ma7. I want to see, awesome. That's a lot of 7s. Awesome. Right. So now let's continue. Awesome. That's a lot of 7s. That's a lot of 7s. That's a lot of fire. Right. So now let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So now, guys, when we talk about the 90-day game plan, right? When you talk about the 90-day game plan, there is a strategy to follow, right? The issue of having a pre-launch, it's not a matter of because it sounds like it's a great idea or it sounds like, it's something smart to do, you understand? This has been proven over and over again. The fact that, if you do your 90-day game plan in a specific way, in a specific format, you are more likely to receive specific results, okay? So the whole idea of the pre-launch is, undoubtedly the most important phase of your 90-day game plan, right? It's the most important phase of your 90-day game plan because, see, everything that there is in life, there's always, there are odds of this or that, okay? So what you are doing with this 90-day game plan and the pre-launch is you are actually increasing the odds of you reaching your goal, right? Because there's a lot of people that you're going to be working with, right? Some will commit and then 2 weeks down the line and say, it's too hard. I thought it was going to be easy. Do you understand? And then quit on you along the way. So that is why you need to do everything in your power. Remember, your goals are personal. Your dreams are personal. Your life is personal. Okay, so you then need to work on a strategy that then gives you the unfair advantage. The unfair advantage, nobody's going to give to you, but you can take for yourself and give yourself the unfair advantage. Okay, so how do you do that, right? Very simple. Now, before you start, see, the Noah spoke about the mindset as well as the mechanics, right? So just to add a little bit on that, you need to have a goal, ladies and gentlemen, right? If you don't have a goal for this particular 90-day game plan that is personal, you might as well not start the 90-day game plan, because I can promise you that there's gonna be, reasons, right? 2 months down the line, a week down the line, there will be reasons that are strong enough for you to quit. Okay, but then if you don't have a strong why, you'll definitely be quitting. Okay, because as much as we're excited about this, we're not saying this is going to be walk in the park. It's going to be you going and picking up some roses. Okay, it is not going to be that, right? It's going to be, there will be challenging times. Okay, because anything that has not been tested cannot be trusted. Before Mercedes-Benz issues out that AMG, do you know how many times, it actually has to be tested, against this impact and that impact and this and that? It has to go through over many, many series of tests before it can be safe to be released to the public. Okay, so right now you're gonna have to write your goal, because your why might be stronger than anything that you're gonna come across in your way as you're pursuing your goal, right? So you need to have a goal, right? You need to have a goal as what is it that you actually want to accomplish. Yes, the 1 million is a common goal for everyone, but what goal is it that is personal to you? For someone it might be, I want to pay off my bond. I want to pay off my debt. I want to, build enough cash flow so that I can resign from my work. All of us will have different goals based on where we are. Okay, based on what is important, to you and where you are. So you need to have a financial goal. What kind of income do you want to generate? Beyond the 90-day game plan, but what kind of income do you really want to generate from the business on a monthly basis? Okay. And we are in a network marketing business, right? And in a network marketing business, you are going to be leading people. First of all, that leading starts with yourself, right? You leading yourself, you being true to yourself, you being, following up on what you said you're going to do and so forth. So you are going to lead yourself, but you're going to lead other people as well. Okay. So as you lead other people, you must understand that it is extremely important for you not to stagnate. So, it's important for you, if you're a builder right now, get to developer as soon as you can. Okay, why? There's people watching you to see how far are you gonna go, even though they have no cooking clue what developer means. Okay, but if you are just a builder and you are a builder for the last 12 months or 2 years, right? The question is the people who are actually looking at you, who want to use you as a quote unquote experiment. They want to see how far you actually gonna go, right? So ranking up, it then becomes extremely important, because one, it's for the people who are not yet in your business. And number two, it's for the people that are already in your business. They need to see you moving up the ranks so that they can get inspired and challenged and know that this thing is actually doable. It's one thing, for someone that I sign up, being inspired by Neo. But it's one thing when they see me do the thing that I said should be done. Okay? So you need to set what's the rank you want to achieve at the end of the 90-day game plan. All right? And then once you've set the rank, then you need to come back and re-engineer, your process as to how you're going to get to that particular rank. What kind of daily activities Master's going to talk about, that's going to be required for you to get to that particular rank. But this must be written down. Okay? It must be written down everywhere, right? So I have unfortunately, you guys can't see my, those who've been in my office will know that, there's a card that's written, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a mayor, in my business. Okay? So it must be written down. You must write your goal down, right? And, The other goal could be your team. You know, what size of a team do you want to build? You know, what size of a team that you want to build in your business? So you need to put all of these goals down, you know, as to why you're doing this 90-day game plan. You know, what you are actually wanting to achieve in this 90-day game plan, right? Now, over and above that, now that you've written all of those things down, this is what you need to do. Right now, there is none of us who are living in isolation. All of us, we've got people that depend on us, you know, for emotional support, for this and for that. You know, we've got spouses, we've got better halves, we've got children, we've got, you know, and so many different things. We've got friends, right? So we live in a social circle, right? So this is what you must do. You then need to make a pact with those the closest to you, okay? If it's your family, you need to sit them down and say, you know, guys, my son, you know, you remember that scooter you always wanted. You remember that PS4 you always wanted. You remember that school that you always wish that you could go to, right? Remember that neighborhood, my wife, that we always wish that we could live in, right? Remember that car that you always dream of. Now, paint a picture as to, you know, why you're doing this 90-day game plan, right? And then say to them, in the following 90 days, I am actually going to be here, but I am not going to be here. So what do I mean by that? You know, you might find myself, you know, with a closed door in my office all the time, making phone calls, you know, doing all that I have to do. You know, it is all for the benefit of us, okay? So you need that, because one, that then becomes, you know, your mirror. That then becomes, you know, it then becomes, you know, your accountability partner, right? You are creating accountability for yourself to say that, guys, this is what I'm going to do in this 90-day game plan. And out of it, this is what I am working towards, okay? So that you have all the support and nobody's going to be bothering you about this and that. You know, that's going to take your time, because you then need to focus on this. So if you're having a job right now, let's say you have a job, you know, that you're working, you know, 8 to 5, you know, type of situation, you then need to make sure that you are going to commit not less than 8 hours a day working on your business. And for those of us who are full-time in the business, you know, I'm hoping that at least you're going to be putting, you know, nothing less than a 12-hour shift. Nothing less than a 12-hour shift. You know, working on your dreams, working on your goals, working on your business. Okay? And when we talk about working on your business, we actually talking about income-producing activities. There's a lot of stuff that we do and we think that we're working on our business, yet it's not contributing to the bottom line. Okay? So all that we are doing here is that you are actually, you know, putting a condensed effort. In other words, picture just a one day where you're going to do something extraordinary. You're going to work, you know, as harder than you've ever had in your entire life. In that particular day, you wake up, you know, and, you know, from 8 o'clock, you're already on your, you know, working on your business. And, you know, it's phone calls, it's follow up, you know, it's presentation, it's exposure, it's this, it's helping your people get started, you know, it's helping people open up accounts and so forth, you know, all of the money-making activities for the entire day, right? Put a 12-hour shift. So if you take that particular day like that, that is full of, that's why it's called a 90-day burst of activity. Okay? It's a 90-day burst of activity. So if you take that day, you know, that's full of, that's packed with action, and you multiply that, you do that over a 90-day period, that's the 90-day game plan. But now here's a trick, right? Here's a trick. If you start your pre-launch, and in your pre-launch, you're saying, you know what, I'm going to do something I've never done. And I am going to put 20 people in my inner circle, right? Forget everyone that's already in your team. Yes, they're in your team. Yes, you love them. Yes, you're going to support them should you need to, but forget about them for one moment. And say, from now up until the end of this month, right? What you are doing, you're going to be packing your business with 20 new people, right? Building your inner circle, right? And what you're saying to your inner circle, you're saying, look, you know, I am embarking on a journey, right? I am embarking on a journey where at the end of this journey, which is 90 days, which is our 90-day camp plan, at the end of this journey, you know, my life is actually going to be very, very different financially. And the life of those that I'm going to be working with in this particular 90-day camp plan, you know, by the end of the 90-day camp plan, their lives would have changed in a very dramatic way. But what I'm looking for, I'm not looking for everyone right now. Yes, in the past, I've been signing up everyone who says yes, but right now, that's not what I'm doing. Right now, I'm only selecting a few key individuals who are committed to changing their life financially, right? So I don't know if you are one of those people, but I am approaching you in confidence, thinking that you probably are one of those people who are committed to changing their lives, right? Their financial lives over the next 90-day plan. Now, that message is far more powerful than saying, I have already started a 90-day camp plan. You must come and whatever you're going to say. So now you're giving these people, right? You are actually putting them up on a pedestal and saying, look, I am not looking for everyone. Yes, in the past, I might have been looking for everyone, but now in this pre-launch, I'm looking for a few select individuals who are committed to their own goals. So your messaging in the pre-launch is very, very powerful. That is why it's actually easy for you to sign up 20 people in this next 90-day camp plan. So in the next 30 days, right? It's something that's completely possible. You can go back, you know, right now you probably have a list of people that you have not even followed up on, that you've already exposed them. But if you come back and you're making a follow-up, but your follow-up, your posture is very different. Your posture is very different. You're not apologetic. You're not asking for anything. You know, your posture is very different. You're saying, look, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here, right? You indicated your interest in learning about this business. And therefore, I'm coming back to you to give you a benefit of the doubt that you could be one of those people who are seriously serious about changing your life. I've only got 20 spots, you know, in my inner circle that I'm going to be working with. Okay? And then you ask them, so out of the 20, out of the 20, I'm not sure if you have an interest in being one of those 20, right? Whichever way you actually want to spin it, but that's what it actually boils down to. And now, when you come and these people that you're bringing, right? Your whole focus is on the launch. You're not talking about the gala yet. Forget the gala for 1 minute, right? But what you are saying is that on the launch, us as the inner circle, right? Let's all, invite our inner circle. Let's build our own inner circle towards the launch, okay? The launch is only 30 days from now, okay? And in that launch, you're saying, guys, get 5 people, get 10 people into the launch, right? So what you are doing, you are creating an unfair advantage. You are also giving these people an unfair advantage because now they are starting before the actual launch. Okay, so what is our focus from now on? Our focus from now on is to getting 20 people into our organization by the launch. Okay, so the focus is on the launch, right? Everything you talk about, the launch, everything you talk about, the launch. What about the launch? Life changing, in a sense. It's about lives and so forth, right? But when you get to the launch, guess where your focus is now? Your focus is on the gala, right? So network marketing, because nobody is anybody's boss, right? Because you are employed and all of that, right? What works well is your calendar can become your boss. Your calendar should become your boss, okay? It should tell you what needs to happen, when, and how, all right? So I hope you guys got that, right? So in summary, let's set our goals, right? Set your income goal, set your rank goal, set your team goal, all right? Because by so doing, you are actually creating room for your team as well, right? Fix your mindset. Understand that, it's actually on you. No one else is going to do it for you. It's actually on you, right? and talk to the people around you, right? Tell them what goal that you actually setting yourself up to actually accomplish, right? So that you can get the emotional support that you actually need. And you then start building your inner circle. So right now, Mars is going to talk about the activities of the inner circle, right? And which of the key activities you should be focusing on, right? Right now, it won't help you trying to focus on all 7. There's just, a few that you need to focus on, in a very strong way, okay? So when you start your 90-day game plan with your 20 people, imagine if let's say you only sign up 18 people out of the 20, right? But then on the launch, these guys were able to sign up at least 3 each. How many people do you have now? If these guys could only sign up just 3 each, right? Yes, you all set a goal that you're going to sign, 10 people each or 20 people each. But what happens when you're 18, sign just 3 people each? You have not even launched yet. Yet you're already halfway through your goal for the 90-day game plan. Can you guys understand the power of this? Can you guys see the power of this? Right. And then on the launch itself, guess what happens? You don't have no inner circle. On the launch itself, forget about your inner circle. You are starting 1-to-1, okay? But guess what? Your entire inner circle is also starting 1-to-1. By the time you finish the 90-day game plan, you would have taken care of everyone that is going to start and stop, right? By having a wider base to start from. Hope that makes sense for everybody. Hope that makes sense. If you found value in that and you are ready to build your 20 people in your inner circle, show me some fire. Percy says, makes sense. Thank you very much, bro. Right, so now we've spoken about why Mining City. We've spoken about how to get to 1 million, the mindset needed, the mechanics needed to get to the 1 million. We've shown you that it is possible. Mathematically, it is possible for you to get to your 1 million in 90-day game plan. There is no doubt and no question about that, okay? So, and then we spoke about, the importance of the pre-launch, the importance of you building your inner circle, the 20 sign-ups from now up until the launch, okay? So all of you are working towards the launch. You want to have people in the launch. You don't want to start alone. In fact, your theme from today going forward is we are going to the launch. We are starting on another game plan, but don't start alone. What's the theme? Do not start alone. The theme is do not start alone. 100 millionaires, but do not start alone. That's the secret, okay? Now we come to the activities that we have to do on a daily basis that is actually going to be helping us towards fulfilling our goal. Marcy, you are co-host. Right, so I'm calling upon another incredible entrepreneur, incredible network marketing professional. This guy is very, very impressive, in his desire, to actually be the best of the best in understanding the network marketing landscape, in doing things the right way, very, very impressive. He is a city manager in the business, and, he knows how this stuff is actually done. Masimbonga, take it away, brother.
Good afternoon, leadership. How are you?
Great, thanks, and you?
Good. Good afternoon to everyone. I hope you guys can hear me and you can also see me. I usually say this. Okay. there's some servants coming on the chat. All right. So okay, guys, let's start this by putting the 7 in the chat. If you are excited, please put the 7 in the chat. If you have found value from what Mr. Forolo was sharing, please put the 7 in the chat. If you have found value from what Mr. Newocheka was sharing, you gotta put the 7 in the chat. If you have found value from what Leadership Ivan was sharing with you today, please put the 7 in the chat. We also had the leadership Tembi, welcoming us in this meeting. Please put the 7 in the chat for those leaders. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in this call. I really appreciate you dropping all those 7s. I'm super excited, guys. Look, I think this is probably the first 90-day game plan that I'm gonna start properly. I've been trying to get involved in the past 90-day game plans, but I've been making a lot of mistakes, and I'm happy that I've made a lot of mistakes, because I think the mistake that I've made have prepared me, to start this 90-day game plan, better, even stronger. And I hope and pray that you are not also going to make the kind of mistakes that I've made, which is to start the 90-day game plan alone. You don't start alone. That's the team. That's the thing. Do not start alone, because I've made that mistake of starting alone, thinking that, I'm going to get to the end of it, making the million in 90 days. And as a matter of fact, there are things that disrupted me along the way, and I could not achieve the goal. So guys, for those who don't know me, my name is Masimbonga Mbaipeli. I'm full-time in this opportunity. I am a student of success. I'm a student of entrepreneurs. I'm a student of network marketing. I just love this industry. So guys, one thing I label about myself, that one, I'm not a motivator. Most of you know that I'm not a motivator. I'm not an analyst. I'm not a theorist. I am simply a practicalist. I like the practical stuff. I like the formula that wins. 1 + 1. If you have seen the 1 + 1 formula, that's what I love. That's what works for me. I love things that are clear, right? I don't like too many analysis, So what Leadership Now has said with us, I love that so much, because it just simply shows you, the blueprint to success in this 90-day game plan. So guys, another thing that I want to mention, before I get to the activities, is that, look, I want to make this an example, this example, that, when you start your 90-day game plan, right? When you start your 90-day game plan, you are going somewhere, right? You are going in a journey, right? So you're gonna need to become a different person. You're going to need to have a different kind of discipline, a different kind of focus. So let me make this example, right? Look, so what if you had a car, right? And you want to travel somewhere. Let's just say you want to travel from Johannesburg to Durban, right? What do you need, right? Number one, you've got the goal, right? You've got a goal where you're going, which is you're going to Durban. You do have the goal, right? But in order for you to get to your goal, what do you need? You need a vehicle to take you there, right? So you need a vehicle. So in the matter of you driving from Johannesburg to Durban, you need a car, right? So if you have a car, in order for the car to move, what do you need? You need to put some fuel in your car in order for your car to move, right? And another thing, for the car to move, you better know how to drive the car, right? And the amount of fuel that you are putting in your car will determine your journey, will determine how far you can go. If you put in half tank, you're gonna probably end halfway. But if you put in a full tank, the full tank can take you to the destination. So why am I sharing this? Because, in this 90-day game plan, you do have a goal. You're going somewhere, right? Your goal is 1 million in 90 days, right? You want to make 1 million in 90 days. You do have just the destination where you want to go. But now, do you have the vehicle to take you to 1 million in 90 days? Yes, you do have the vehicle. The vehicle is Mining City. The vehicle is Fox Nation, right? So now you have the vehicle. But now another question is that, do you have the vehicle? Do you have the fuel to move your vehicle to your 1 million in 90 days, right? Do you have the fuel, right? So in this case, what is the kind of fuel that you need in your network marketing business in order for you to move? The kind of fuel that you need is your prospect list, right? Is your prospect list. You cannot do anything in network marketing business without having people that you can speak to, right? Because in order for you to make money, there needs to be an interaction, right? So people will help you to have interactions. So what do the interactions leads to? The interactions leads to transactions, right? Transactions meaning someone buying a plan, buying a standard plan, the primary plan, the bronze plan, the gold plan, or the platinum plan, right? So you need to have the interaction that is going to lead to a transaction, right? So now, before you even have the interaction, you got to have the prospect list, right? You need to have the contacts. You need to have people that are going to call. You need to have people that are going to text. You need to have the people that are going to share this information with, right? So you need to have contacts, because the contacts leads to contracts, right? So the contracts meaning someone buying a mining plan that is going to mine, electric cash, Bitcoin for the next 3 years, right? So that's the fuel that you gotta have in order for you to move your vehicle from 0 to 1 million in 90 days. And another question that you need to ask yourself is that, look, now you have this vehicle, now you have this fuel. Do you know how to drive this vehicle? Can you be able to take this vehicle to where you wanna go? Right? So now, what are the kind of skills, the driving skills that you need to be focusing on, during this 90-day game plan towards reaching your goal, right? There's a book, next to me. It's called the GoPro, right? GoPro by Eric Worre. It has the 7 skills of network marketing, right? The 7 skills of network marketing, the skills that you need to have in order for you to build your network marketing business. Because remember, guys, you can have a car with a full tank, you do have the goal that you want to go to Durban, but if you do not know how to drive, then you're not going to go anywhere, right? So now the first thing that you need to have the prospect list. You need to have the prospect list, right? That's number 1. In order for your vehicle to move, you need to have the fuel, the prospect list, right? So now, in order for you to be able to have interactions, to convert these contacts into contracts, you need to have interactions. How do you create interactions? You do create interactions by inviting, right? Inviting is the first skill that you need to learn and you need to master in network marketing in order for you to become a network marketing professional, right? So they call it, inviting is the gateway skill to success in network marketing, right? So now, how do you invite, right? When you invite, you need to invite with conviction. You need to invite with enthusiasm. You need to invite with excitement, with confidence, right? So that's the kind of energy that you need to have when you are inviting someone to a presentation, right? So if you had had Mr. Fololo, he just said with you, right, a proper invitation skill that you just tell the person that, look, I'm getting into a 90-day game plan. I'm simply in a pre-launch right now. I'm going to get into a 90-day game plan. I'm going to be launching by the end of August. Right now, I only need 20 people, right? I'm only selecting a few people, 20 people that I'm going to partner with, that I'm going to be working with towards the 90-day game plan, towards reaching the goal in 90 days, right? So I don't know if you have big dreams. I don't know if you have a dream car. I don't know if you have a dream house that you want to purchase. But during this 90-day game plan, we can simply change our lives, right? So that is simply an invitation, right? Without you having to go to the facts and figures about Bitcoin, about electric cash, because this person, right? Look, guys, another thing that I need to mention is this. Look, the people that you are introducing in this business, they do not have to believe what you're saying to them, right? They do not have to believe in Bitcoin. They do not have to believe in network marketing. They do not have to believe any facts that you're telling them. But the people that you're speaking to, they need to believe that you believe in what you're saying. So if the people you're speaking to believe that you believe what you're saying, they're simply going to get involved. because they want to see the charisma that you have. They want to see the excitement that you have. They want to see the conviction that you have, the confidence that you have about the product that you're talking on. They don't need to understand it, but they need to believe you, that you believe in what you say, right? So you can come into a presentation, but now the question is, do you believe what you're saying? Do you believe that you can make $1 million in 90 days? Do you believe that you can sign up 20 people in 30 days in your pre-launch? Do you believe what you're saying? So you need to build that belief within yourself so that you can transfer to another person. Because remember, guys, as much as we're in network marketing, but we are in sales, right? So sales is a transfer of energy. That is why you need to have the conviction. That's why you need to have the confidence. That's why you need to have the energy, right? Because energy always, the highest energy always wins. That's what Barry would say. Highest energy always wins, right? So look, so another way of inviting, if you are someone that recently got involved in the business, and now you have a friend or a business, a colleague, and that this opportunity would help them chase their dreams as well. You ask them, look, you have been working maybe for quite some time. Do you keep your income options open, right? If the person says yes, they do keep their income options open, and then you tell them, look, I think I found a way. I found a way. I found a group of people, called Fox Nation. These people have been around for the past 5 years, right? And in the past 5 years, twice a year, they have been having these 90-day game plan challenge, right? What do I mean by 90-day game challenge? These people have been chasing to make $1 million in 90 days for the past 5 years, and they have been successful. During the process, they have created, a lot of people that have become millionaires during these 90-day game plans. And I have just partnered with them, and they just told me to only look for 20 people that are willing to go the extra mile chasing $1 million in 90 days. Would you be interested in hearing more about how can it be possible for you to make $1 million in 90 days? That's the simple invitation, that I'm going to be using for the next 90 days. That look, I've just partnered with an organization. This organization is chasing $1 million in 90 days. And I believe that I can be one of those people you can achieve such goals because they have results, right? Mr. Follower shared with you that, look, anything that has not been tested cannot be trusted. You tell them this thing has been tested, and it's trusted because it has worked for the past 5 years. People have become millionaires, right? So that is what you say when you're inviting. You don't have to say the exact words that I'm saying, but you need to have that kind of energy, that kind of conviction, right? That kind of excitement, that kind of confidence. Because remember, people need to believe that you believe in what you say. That's the number one skill, right? That you need to be focusing on, making sure that improve your inviting skill. Because remember, you need to drive this vehicle. You need to move. You do have the fuel. You do have the prospect list. You need to move to that 1 million in 90 days. And I believe that the second skill that you need to master, because the 7 skills, guys, but I think I'm going to talk about 3 or 4 skills, right? The second skill that I need us to focus on is the follow-up. They say fortune is in the follow-up. We're leaving deals on the table because we don't do follow-up, right? And one of the reasons why we're not doing follow-up is because we're not making notes on our diaries. It's because we're not setting up reminders that you're going to call that prospect at 3:30. You're not setting up a reminder that you're going to meet up that prospect at 1:30 tomorrow. So set those reminders in your phone. Write them those meetings in your phone, those commitments that people have said that they're going to do. Write them in your diary, right? Fortune is in the follow-up. Last year, I missed out on someone that said is going to sign up, with 2 platinum plans. But because I forgot about this person, on the date that this person was supposed to sign up, I forgot about this person. When I got back to that person 3 weeks later after the date, the person told me I already bought an apartment in Durban. So now that money that was supposed to come in Mining City now has bought an apartment in Durban. You know, so I missed out on a sale, I missed out on a deal because I did not do my follow-up. So it's inviting, you know, the gateway skill in network marketing is inviting. Number two, fortune is in the follow-up, right? Fortune is in the follow-up. You know, stop leaving deals on the table because you don't follow up, right? And that skill that I believe that, you know, we also need to be focusing on is closing. It's closing. It's closing. And you know, in this scenario, you might be asking yourself, you know, how are you going to close this prospect? You know, the simple and the best way to close is to share other people's stories, is to invite other people, you know, in your calls, right? If you have a prospect, you know, you need to invite your upliner or anyone that you trust that can close the prospect for you and organize a three-way call. If you don't know how to do a three-way call, you know, Ukanyi Bato and Nanba are doing the trainings. I think on Thursdays, they're training people how to do three-way calls, how to invite and all those things, right? So you need to attend those meetings and learn there how to do a three-way call, right? So if you don't know, go and learn how to do a three-way call. I have been using three-way calls, you know, like crazily. Never would tell you. I would have a prospect, you know, that is giving me problems and not wanting to sign up, you know, running around. But when I organize a three-way call, the prospect always signs up. Why? Because I've added another person on the call that they don't know. Remember, guys, let me also tell you this. Look, the people that you're going to sign up are going to sign up because of two reasons. You know, number one, they want to sign up because they trust you, right? Look, people, in order for people to sign up, they need trust and they need respect, right? They need to respect and they need to trust. So number one, maybe you know them, you are a friend, they're your friend, they're your family member or your colleague or whatsoever, you know, but these people do trust you. They trust you that you will never do anything unethical or illegal, right? But these people, they do not respect you, right? They do not respect the fact that you can be able to make $1 million in 90 days, right? Because they've never seen you making $200 a day. You know, in fact, maybe where they're coming from in their environment, they've never seen anyone making $200 a day. So it's going to be difficult for them to believe that they can be able to make $1 million in 90 days. So what then you need to do? You need to bring someone they don't know on a three-way call, right? Because now they already trust you, but now they need that respect in order for them to sign up. So immediately when you bring someone, you know, that they don't know, they immediately gonna sign up. I usually share this story that, look, you know, I grew up in Tanzania, you know, I grew up in a shack and all those things, and my life changed in the opportunity. I was able to move out of a shack and to buy, you know, a car. And, you know, the people, you know, from my area were always ridiculing me that this Bitcoin thing will never work. But now that I have results, they see that I do have the results, but still these people were not signing up. Why? Because they don't respect me. They grew up with me. They know me too much, right? They're too comfortable around me. So now what then I do in order for me to close these people? I bring in Neo, someone they don't know, someone they respect, and I share Neo's results. And Neo has made a couple of millions in this business, had made millions in the 90-day game plan. I bring someone that has made $1 million in 90 days, someone that they don't know. So immediately when that someone gets into the call or gets into the meeting, those people, they immediately respect Neo. When they respect Neo, now they sign up, right? So they need trust, they need respect, right? So that's the reason why we're doing three-way calls. Guys, you know, if I can share with network marketing is 100% psychological. It's 100% psychological. That is why I said they do not have to believe what you're saying. They need to believe that you believe in what you're saying. That's psychological. That is why you're bringing different kinds of people in three-way calls in order for you to close the deal. That is why you're not presenting the opportunity to your prospect. The reason why you must not present the opportunity to your prospect, because if your prospects know you too well, now they're gonna wonder, when did you start knowing so much about Bitcoin? When did you start knowing so much about cryptocurrencies? When did you become so clever? Why are you so smart all of a sudden, right? Those are the people that know you. Those are the people that are close to you, right? So they will say, oh, now you know about cryptocurrencies. Oh, wow, right? Now they start ridiculing you instead of listening to the information that you're bringing to them. That is why you invite people to the presentation that is being done by someone that they don't know, in order for them to respect the opportunity, to respect you, to respect the people that you're working with, right? And you do have you as an evidence of trust that you will never do anything unethical or illegal, right? That is why you must not present to your own prospects. Present to the prospects of your downlines. Present to your prospects of your business partners, not to your prospects, right? Not unless your back is against the wall. You don't have anything to do. Then if you don't have a choice, then you might as well present, right? So it's inviting, it's follow up, it's closing, right? Always use a third-party tool to close, right? Guys, and the last one that I want to talk about is promoting events. Promoting events. Mr. Follower was sharing to you right now, but when he is inviting people about the pre-launch, and he's telling them that I'm launching by the end of this month, right? So he's already promoting the next event that I'm launching, so that these people will not want to miss the event of launching, so that when Mr. Follower launches, they must also be craving to be launching with Mr. Follower. That is why you promote events. So now when the 90-day game plan starts, what are you promoting? You're promoting the 90-day game plan. Let's do this thing, because you're promoting, the gala dinner, sorry. You're promoting the gala dinner when the 90-day game plan is starting. Why? Because you want to tell them, look, in the gala dinner, you want to walk the stage, right? You want to walk the stage as a builder. You want to walk the stage as a developer. You want to walk the stage as a manager. It's possible for you to walk the stage as a city chief manager. So you're promoting events. So in this 90-day game plan, we're inviting like crazy. Make sure you have a crazy prospect list, right? Flood your social media, flood your WhatsApp, flood your Instagram, flood your Facebook with information, with attraction marketing, right? In order for you to attract prospects that are going to come to you and seek for information, and then you do what? You invite, you follow up, you close, you promote events. So guys, if a day you are not inviting, if a day goes by without you following up, without you closing, without you promoting events, then you're not doing network marketing. Network marketing is a no holiday business. Today is a Sunday, but you're here, baby, we're working. This is a no days off business. Each and every single day is a work day. We don't have Mondays and Wednesdays, we have every days. So thank you very much, guys. Those are the daily activities, inviting each and every single day, and you can set up a target for yourself, because, the goal is to sign up one person a week, right? So in order for you to sign up, I wish I could post a video here right now. I was listening to Grant Cardone yesterday. This guy was saying, look, I'm gonna have to sign up 10 people, right? But in order for me to sign up 10 people, I may have to go and speak to 100 people. That was Grant Cardone, one of the greatest salesmen in the world, not just in America, in the world. One of the greatest salespeople. He says that he is going to speak to 100 people to sign up 10 people. That's the law of average, ladies and gentlemen. Law of averages. You may be speaking to 50 people and no one signs up, and you think about giving up. And remember, If you're speaking to 50 people and no one has signed up yet, you haven't done anything yet, baby. You haven't done anything yet. Right? What if you want to start signing up on the 80th person? What if you want to start signing up on the 90th person? What if starting from 90 up until 100, you want to sign all of them? That's what's dangerous about giving up, because you never know when you're going to get your breakthrough. You can give up today. What's the time right now? What's the time? The time is about 6:15. If you can give up right now at 6:15, what if you are going to get that call at 6:30? That is going to change your life. If you give up right now, just know that maybe your next 15 minutes was going to be great. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Fololo, thank you, sir.
Wow, 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 wow. Guys, that was awesome. That was fantastic. Wow, awesome, 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 awesome. So guys, you've heard it from Mercy. It's the law of average. You want to be inviting a lot of people. You know, you want to have a number, so that you can invite people to presentations. Just bear in mind all the skills Mercy and the activities Mercy spoke about. Remember the key one that you have to master before you can even master others. If you can learn how to invite as a skillful inviter, you will make millions in this 90-day game plan, even though you don't know how to present. If only you can just simply master how to invite, right? So now, without wasting any time, guys, please do give some fire for Mercy. I see you've already started. Give some fire. And he does also subscribe to the Church of Number 7. Put some number 7s there as well. Right, awesome. Hey, others are putting planes, Mercy.
They know I love private jets and helicopters.
Mbaipeli Airlines is coming.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So guys, now one of the major platforms, I will tell you now, I made millions from Facebook. Okay. If I can see Mark Zuckerberg right now, I'll give him one big hug. This dude gave me a platform to talk to anyone, no matter how many times I want, every single day, 24/7. And I use that opportunity to promote my business, and I've made millions, right? So now, we have up next, Mr. Ntokozo. He's going to be sharing with us, some of the skills and in terms of, promoting our business on social media. And guys, whatever training we have done today, right? Just bear in mind, whatever training we've done, these are the trainings we're going to do continuously going forward, right? It's not going to be a once-off and then, we expect everybody to remember and everybody to practice, right? Sometimes repetition is key. So we're going to continue with these presentations. Wednesday will be our training day every week. Training on different topics for the duration of this 90-day game plan. So it's not going to be game as usual. It's not going to be, our usual, day-to-day doing, everything is going to be different in this 90-day game plan because, yeah, we are committed to our goal of seeing 100 millionaires. Mr. Ntokozo, share with us, brother, how can we be effective on social media?
Good evening, leadership. How are you doing?
Awesome, and yourself, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm excited about the 90 days game plan. Mercy was saying this is the first 90 days game plan that he is so prepared for. I think it's the same for me. Like I've taken whatever that I've been doing wrong over the past 90 days game plans, and I'm going to be implementing the right way today. So we are going to be talking about Facebook and how do we actually market on Facebook and how do we actually get people on Facebook, as it is one of the biggest platforms, as Prafok has said. it has allowed us to be a global community. So literally everyone is next door to everyone. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to be sharing just a couple of skills that I've learned from different marketers that I've found out that they work, especially if you don't have a warm market. Masi spoke about having a prospect list. I know some people don't have so much of a warm market. So you might need to go to a cold market, meaning cold market is the people that you don't know. So because there are more people that you don't know than there are people that you know. That's definitely for sure. That's one thing I can vouch for. So my name is Dawson Mhlongo, as I was introduced. So the first thing that we can talk about when it comes to Facebook, we need to talk about the profile, because if you invite someone or someone invites you, the first thing they look at is your profile, how your profile looks, and then they decide if they want to be your friends or not, or even you decide whether you want to be their friend or not. So one of the things that you need to do when it comes to your profile, you need to set up your cover page, you need to set up your profile picture, and your bio as well needs to be on point. So when it comes to those kind of things, you don't include your company name or your product that you are selling as a network marketer. Why do you not do that? Because you enable people to go and be independent researchers, meaning they can go and research Mining City on their own, and then they don't have to come to you and ask what is Mining City, what it does, because you have given them the tool to go and research. And most of the time, they will be met with negative reviews on online. So what you do, your cover page needs to be personalized. It needs to have something that you are passionate about, a picture of you or picture of sport, or a picture of you at the gym if you're someone who is at the gym, who loves gymming, or anything that resonates with you, something that you are very passionate about, but not your company, not Mining City, not Bitcoin Vault, not Electric Cash, not Bitcoin. The next thing is your profile picture. Your profile picture also needs to be clear. It needs to be a picture of you, number one. It needs to be a picture of you with your face on it. And you are smiling on the face, you are smiling. Because if you are smiling, you are more inviting to people. When they invite you and you invite them, you are more friendly. I once had someone, I had a profile picture last time where I was wearing umqhele. I don't know if everyone would, umqhele, the Zulu thing. And I was not smiling in them. And then someone once invited me and they sent me an inbox and said, I've been meaning to inbox you and ask you about Bitcoin for so long, but your picture is so intimidating. Like you're not smiling at all. I've been intimidated. So you need to have a clear profile picture and you need to be smiling and welcoming to people so that they can invite you and see that you are friendly and be able to go on your inbox and ask you about your business. And your bio, it also needs to be curious, doesn't need to tell everything about you, but it just needs to give a clue of what exactly are you doing. So that's one of the things that you need to do. These things, they work as you do along with your journey on social media. As you post, or maybe you reach out to people, they contribute major in what people react to you as the content that you are putting out. So they need to be on point. They need to be on point. You don't need to have Mining City things there or Bitcoin things there. You just need to be you, So then we have two kinds of marketing. Then you have set it up of those things. Then we have two kinds of marketing, wherever, maybe even offline as well. We have attraction marketing and we have direct marketing. So if we are talking about attraction marketing, we are talking about you creating content or putting out content with hopes that people or someone out there will notice the content and then they will reach out to you or react to your content. So that's attraction marketing. We're talking about posting the flyers, telling stories, or even doing Facebook Lives. So that is, we are trying to attract people to you for them to ask you something about your business. So you need to do that, but you need to not be like Bitcoin. There are literally 4 kinds of posts that you can post on your social media. There's an educational post where you are educating people, you are giving value to people. It does not need to be related to your business, but it actually needs to be related to what you are doing, maybe some kind of value or something that you love. If you love cooking, you can be giving cooking tips. but so that you can attract people who love cooking, they can go into business with you. It's called network marketing, meaning we are going in business with our friends, with our network. So if someone loves what I do or my hobby, we can be in business with that person. So when I talk about value, it's something that we are doing. If you think you don't have any value, like there's literally anything that you can, everything that you can do to provide value. You can read a book, take notes, and share your notes with those people on your social media. You can attend a seminar, take notes, and share your notes with people on your social media. So there's like so much value out there that you can grab on and then you can share. You don't need to be an expert on it. Obviously, if you post something that is not yours, you do need to give a reference so that you don't do plagiarism. So the second post is about lifestyle. You need to post about yourself. You need to post if you're walking the dog, if you're in a restaurant, you need to post your lifestyle so that people can recognize that you are a living person. You are not those people from Johannesburg but live in London, those kind of people. There needs to be a difference between you and those kind of people. So you need to post your life so that people can understand that you are a real person and you are alive. Your account is not a scam. Should I say that? Because scams nowadays, especially now, they are at all-time highs. So you need to differentiate yourself between the scammers and the real network marketer. Okay, the third thing about posting, you can post motivational quotes. You can post something that is very motivational. That's another thing. You can post quotes. And the fourth post, it should be maybe about your business. So out of 4 posts that you post every single day, only 1 should be about your business. You don't need to like put so much about Bitcoin on your social media, because some people, they will feel like you are sales. And what people do when they feel like you are selling them, people generally don't want to be sold something. So immediately when they feel that you are selling something to them, they like, nope, I don't want it. Even if they do want it, but because you are selling now, they feel like you are selling, so they don't want it. So you need to post like you are sharing, so that they can reach out to you and ask, what is it about that you are talking about? If you post a story, even they ask me how, it's not necessary, because if someone wasn't going to ask you, they're not going to ask you. The fact that you have put ask me how at the end doesn't mean it's going to change how they respond. So if you post a story and you say, ask me how, they say, oh, you have posted all this story because you want me to reach out to you, or you have put your number below. So they are sensing you're being salesy. So just post your story and then leave it like that. If people are curious, they will ask. So when it comes, that's all it comes to attraction marketing. So you want to also have more engagement with people that you have on your social media, so that you can see something that you are posting. So there's a general rule of thumb when you are posting something. Before you post, you can need to take at least maybe 5 minutes and engage with the people that you have on your friend list. Engage with them as well. When you like their stuff, they will automatically see whatever that you post as well, and then they can react to it. So if you are not engaging with other people, you won't be getting other engagement as well. They won't be engaging, you won't be getting likes. It's not about likes, but it's about the more you likes you have, the more reactions you have, the more people are gonna see your stuff. That's how Facebook works. They see this person is popular, let us show him to more people. But if you get 2 likes and they say, no, this is not popular, and then we're gonna shove it to the end. So that's how it works. So you need to pre-engage with people. And then when people comment on your things, you need to also react to them and comment to them. Don't act like a celebrity. You don't need to be a celebrity. Maybe when you have that kind of followers, then you can be a celebrity. But when they are starting up, we need to do that. Okay, so we pre-engage, and then when we post or we go live, and then after that, we also post-engage when people have posted and they are commenting, and then that's what we post-engage. Now, when it comes to direct marketing and Facebook, it comes to like inboxing people and asking them if they are open to what you are actually offering. So there's some kind of mixed information out there about this. Some other people have heard some people saying you need to build rapport. I've actually tried building rapport where you're like, act like you are interested in someone, and you're like, and they just can smell it, that you have asking those personal questions because you want to pitch them something. So I personally found that I don't have time to build rapport. So when you decide you want to inbox someone, you get straight to the point and you ask them if they are open to what you have. And if they are open, then you can move them to WhatsApp, and you don't discuss business on Facebook. You move them to WhatsApp so that they can build your list, and then they can be closer to you. So there's a scripture that you can use when you inbox people. It goes like this: when you found someone, you're like, hey, I know we don't know each other, but I see you must be having something common with them. Let's say maybe you're in Durban. I see that you are in Durban. I'm looking to expand in Durban. So would you be open to taking a look at what we do to make money on the side? Simple, né? And if they are open and you give them an out, if not, then fantastic, no big deal. You have given them out, you have given them, if you don't want to, you can say no. So they don't feel obliged to say yes to you. So if they say yes, then you ask them for their number, and then you can take it to WhatsApp so that you can invite them, you can connect, and then we can actually get them on your list as a people. It's easy to follow up as well when you have their number. Whereas if you're still talking business on Facebook, you can't really follow up with them. So that's what I've learned, and that's what it's been kind of working for me. And if you have something that has been working for you, then keep it going. But if you have been struggling with Facebook, you might want to give this a chance and see how it goes so that you may get results. I think we actually need to do some direct marketing. Most people, they don't do, but in a 19 days game plan, I think when it comes to attraction marketing with hopes that people are going to react, I don't think we have that luxury of waiting for people to react. We need to go out and then prospect more. So you need to have a target of how many people you want to target each and every day. If you say, I want to talk to 10 people on Facebook, get on them, recognize them, and then inbox them, and then find out if they are open, and also track your list. Once I've talked to this person, this is what they've said. If you find out they are rude to you, unfriend that person. It's simple. You unfriend the person, you actually get to work with the people that you want to work with, so that you don't keep people, but you know that at the end of the day, they're not going to join your business because you don't share the same values as them. So I hope this has been very much helpful. I'm trying not to go over more time. I hope everyone is finding value. If you are getting value from this, drop some fire emoji. Let me see if you are getting value. Okay, powerful. Great stuff. So maybe we can share some other things some other time, but this is what I've been practicing, and I did not invent this stuff, by the way. I think most of it I've got it from taking courses, social media courses, as my social media was like non-existent. I had like no social media present at all, so I needed to like resurrect it so that it become live. So I've learned it from people like Fraser Brooks and Ray Higdon. Ray Higdon being the one that resonates with me the most with his content. It just gets straight to the point, no beating around the bush, building the rapport that you don't know when you're going to pitch the person. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to listen to me. I hope you found value in this, and then we can go and implement. And one of the things that is very important when it comes to social media is consistency. You can't do this maybe for one day or a week and then you expect to get results. You need to do it consistently, and then over time, it's going to give you results. So you need to be consistent with it. Thank you so much, guys. Over to you, Bra Fox.
Awesome. Yo, guys, yeah, we are learning, eh? We are learning. This 90-day game plan, yeah, no, this is a boy. So, guys, we don't have the luxury, Ucho, Mr. Dogozo, of just posting and waiting and hoping for people to see your post and react. We don't have the luxury. Now, umele singene kubo. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, bro. We really appreciate it. That was some incredible insight. As social media is probably the platform for us to actually, grow our businesses in. Everybody's on social media right now. So now, the last session of the day, we have Upopo. Is he around? Yes. Yes, Opopo is here. Popo, how are you? Yes, somebody says strategic and effective, Mr. Mhlungu. Great social media tactics. Awesome. Mr. Novugela, is he present or represented? Siyakubona kodwa sikuva tu. Inoba i-connection apho kuwe Popo because you're unmuted. Can you check your mic?
Popo,
Natsoke. Siyakuva ke ngoku.
Amanda,
Siyakuva.
umhlolo. Niyandiva ngo? Naba nindiva ngo. Naba nindiva ngo. Ngaba ngiyadlala ngo. Yes, good people, a very good evening. We are very excited. Thank you very much from the first speaker up to the last speaker. Thank you for your experience. Thank you for sharing whatever that works for you. And I believe that it has been a very lengthy day. Some of us are not used even on a 30-minute session. Some of us are not used on an hourly session. Some of us didn't even make it at school because of long hours of lectures. But the belief is that for you to be able to execute any strategy, you need to understand the how part of it. You need to understand how to actually do that execution, because the issue is not you having an idea. The issue is not you having a passion with regards to something, but the how part of it is very vital, because you tend to know how to strategize, how to do the exact of what you want to do. So thank you very much, good people. For we understand that not everyone is good on social media. Not everyone is good to source or to find prospects, but we've got a strategy in-house that is digital in nature. We've got Ngoni, who is very good with regards to, giving you a system that will make you understand how to use other people's time and how to make sure that you are using other people's skills and expertise to leverage on. So what I do, I outsource, the strategy of prospecting. I outsource a strategy of getting leads, and I just manage those leads. You can do the same. And, we normally say that it is best to invest in your business. You take the money that you make in your business, make sure that you invest it back to your business. So good people, let's use systems that are available. Let's use people that are available with expertise. So let's use, our guru, our specialist on the digital space. He is there to actually assist us with regards to those things. So if you can't do, the issue of getting more prospects, because the thing our business will always start with prospecting. Our business is about finding people. If you can't connect with people, you can't make the business. If you can't get people to expose to the business, you cannot make business. So once you find a skill on how to connect with people, find a skill how to prospect people, it's easy to use the available resources to actually expose those people. So one thing that I want to stress is that Ngoni has some packages when it comes into digital marketing. So you consult Ngoni, he will give you whatever. He will do you, he will create a landing page for you. If you want the management, of those leads, he can also do that. You just accept, whatever that comes in the form of leads, and then you are able to close those prospects. So he is a specialist on that. He will assist you in terms of the navigation. Otherwise, good people, this is the start of the 90-day game plan. We are launching it, and we were going with full force, for we understand that our money is here. Some of us have fired our bosses, and we don't have a hope of creating money from elsewhere except for using network marketing to actually fund and source our dreams. So, good people, let's do it. It's important that whatever skill that has been imparted to us this afternoon, this evening, you grab it with full force, for you understand that without you grabbing the strategy, execute the strategy, it's difficult for you to reach your destination point. Right? So find a group of people that will actually motivate you. Find a team of people that will talk to your business. I understand that we've got bigger groups, but we've got, the small number of people that are actually active in our groups. Don't waste your energy to try to dig deep and convert chickens into eagles. Make sure that the eagles that you have, you are imparting your skills to make sure that you are reproducing other eagles, instead of you wasting your time and, to deal with people that are invertebrate minded, deal with people that are virgin minded. Make sure that you work out with people that are actually talking the same language with you. Why did I decide to do network marketing? It's because I was attracted by people that are doing network marketing. They never talked to me with network marketing. They never even dragged me to network marketing. They never enticed me with network marketing. They never called me on a daily basis, send me messages with regards to network marketing. What they did, they modeled network marketing. So you don't have to actually make sure that you are sending people messages on a daily basis within your team to actually work out the business. Make sure that you are the business that they need to be attracted to. If you are not the business they need to be attracted to, then it means you need to refine your strategies within the network marketing space. So good people, we are expected to account. If you don't have someone to account to today, find yourself someone whom you will account to, right? Because anyone who has a platform of accountability, that person, is equated to be a person who will produce results, because that person knows that I need to account somewhere. So if you don't have an accountability structure, find yourself, establish an accountability structure for you. And if it takes into a stage where you need to screenshot even your sales volume, screenshot even your work, send to that person, even if that person does not respond, but you know that I have accounted for the day. Otherwise, if you don't treat network marketing as a business, you treat network marketing as a spaza shop, then you will get a spaza shop results. If you treat network marketing as a wholesale, you will get results equated to wholesale. If you treat network marketing as a retail, as a mall, you will get results, equivalent to the mall. So treat network marketing as a business and you will get the results equivalent to the business. And if you don't do that, I understand that to some of us, we are not working. If you have time to just live without doing nothing, the results will actually show you that, you are not doing, justice to your business. So do justice to your business and the results will talk to your business. So good people, as we go to our places, go to our vision board, verify, assess your impact, evaluate yourself, go back to your vision board, check how much you have accumulated, how much you have how much you have achieved with regards to your vision board. What actually made you not to do well in the last 90-day game plan? Evaluate and assess your weaknesses and then check where was your strength with regards to that. And then, pat yourself at the back with regards to the results that you got from the 90-day game plan that was previous, and then work out your weaknesses, with regards to the now and the current 90-day game plan. And then check, because within the Fox Nation, we have sister teams within the Fox Nation. Check, even outside your team, check people that you can work with that talk straight to your business. If you don't have a skill, with regards to closing, with regards to prospecting, with regards to, exposing, with regards to inviting people and connecting them to the business, go check people who specialize on that and then make sure that you come to their close proximity. And then as you leverage on their skill, they are imparting that skill to you. We have a $1 million opportunity. If we play with it, then it's your baby mama or it's your baby grandpa. So number one, good people, Mr. Follow would normally say that there's a lot of opportunities that we have at our disposal, but some of them we cannot share with you because they require finances. If you're not making money in Mining City, why do we even have to tell you about our other opportunities? So there's a lot of opportunities that we have, a lot of them. They require people who will make money in Mining City, money in network marketing. Then we are able to say, Mr. Rogers, I've got an opportunity. You can be an investor in this opportunity. It brings you a cash flow on a daily basis. So by so doing, you are diversifying your portfolios, because with network marketing, we are using network marketing to actually get funds to resource and to fund our businesses that we want, right? So when you are giving a story, you will say one day, I was introduced to network marketing and I got money to fund my goals, to fund my desires. And today I am a professional network marketer who has diversified in terms of portfolios. So we have an opportunity, good people. Let's use the opportunity. If someone can make $200,000, if someone can make $200, as a matter of bonus, that person is having the same capacity of medulla oblongata, the same capacity of cerebellum, the same mentality of cerebrum, the same oxygen, the same legs, the same nose. And, I am sitting here, I'm not making, I haven't made that $200,000 as a matter of bonus. Then the problem is not with humanity. The problem is with mentality. The problem is laziness. And if you believe in God and you have faith that you will make it, your faith will be in vain if it's not put into action. So God is just watching at this vessel who is useless. This vessel is having a giant faith, but this giant faith cannot be put in action. Then I'm having a useless vessel. So do not make God to regret the capacity he has given you. You've got the capacity. If Mr. Fololo can get $200,000 as a matter of bonus, you have the same design, you have the same mind. It's just that your mentality is different from him. So you need to leverage in terms of outsourcing his mentality. If Mr. Neo can make $100,000 as a matter of bonus, you are not immune. You can make it, but it's just that. Who do you associate yourself with? Who do you associate yourself with? Because your interpretation of personality, your interpretation of character is always associated with what you expose yourself in on a daily basis. So if previously you had an association of people and you never made $1 million, you never made 1,000, you never made 5,000, you never made money in the previous, 90-day game plan, then my friend, you need to change your association. I know you love them. I know they're a good association, but it is time to say bye-bye to that association. Find an association that is productive in nature. Find an association that is goal-oriented, not just goal-oriented, but proven to be able to produce results as a result of those goals. Let's make $1 million in 90 days. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Popo. Yo, emadoda. Hayi ngathi ufuna ukuhlala apha eCape Town, Popo.
Yes, Popo, back to you.
Thank you very much, Popo. Really appreciate that. Guys, it's our business. It's about us. It's about our goals. It's about our life, right? Let's make it happen. So we will communicate on our...
Popo, are you present or represented?
Aibo, andivakala? One, two. Can anybody hear me?
Izwakala leadership.
Oh. Bayandiva, Popo. All right, so now what we'll do is that we are going to be communicating a lot more on our Facebook group, as well as on our community site. So there's a lot of trainings that we're going to be doing, a lot of sessions that we're going to be doing. We will have what is called a 7-day blitz right towards the end of our pre-launch, and on Mondays we're also going to have a phone call blitz as well. So we'll communicate about all those details, when they're going to happen and so forth. So do please make sure that you've got a profile on our community website. I did put the link on the comment section. Someone else can maybe put it. There's been a lot of fire and a lot of 7s, so it may be way up. So anyways, we'll also put it on our Facebook group as well. So we're going to be communicating, guys, as to the way forward, and everyone who is in the 90-day game plan, we're going to have a separate channel of communication, but we'll talk about all those things. For now, I want to thank you for showing up for your dreams and for your goals, showing up for your business. Yeah, I'm quite excited for the 90-day game plan. And today, I think right now it's safe to call it a night, and for us to go and start looking at what we're going to be doing, our prospect list, expanding them and so forth. So we're gonna be sharing quite a lot of resources, guys, on the channel that we will be using, which is going to be communicated. So for now, I think let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a...
drinks on me. Good Lord, look, what a beautiful day. My enemies ain't here, they gone away. I feel good, everything is okay. Feel like giving all my money away. Singing broke, it ain't no bread in the hood. Look what they did, they sending feds in the hood. I ain't gonna change, I'm coming back to the hood. Do what I do and get back to the hood. I'm blessed, went places I've never been. I live to see a black president. I'm good, yes, I feel good. Drinks on me, baby, what's good? I think I might give away $1 million. I think I might give away a brand new truck. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, I think I might take a lot of shopping spree. In the club, man, they all drinks on me. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, for the ones who got more than one mouth to feed. Yeah, so high, got 'em ride, no E. Daddy needs shoes and kids gotta eat. They can have every last penny on me. Me and Swizzy rolling in that Lambo. Sit back reminiscing when I never had no dollars. Proud as my poor dear mama. Stuck to the fight like a trained out boxer. So I know what it feels like to not have much. I should give away what I made last month. Cause I got a lot to feel good about. I think I'ma give away a good amount. I think I might give away $1 million. I think I might give away a brand new truck. Cause I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. I think I might take a lot of shopping spree. In the club, man, they all drinks on me. Cause I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Yeah. One shot for my to stay there. Two shots for my still hustling. I feel good. I'm so good. When I roll from the bottom, it feels good. Let me introduce to y'all a new dance. It's called the money dance. You pull the money out your pocket like this, like this. Put your hands in the air like this, and you simply just throw it all around, throw it all around, throw it all around, throw it all around. A little more now, throw it all around, a little more now, throw it all around. I think I might give away $1 million. I think I might give away a brand new truck. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good. Hey, I think I might take a lot of shopping spree. In the club, man, they all drinks on me. Cause I feel good, yeah, I feel good. Cause I feel good.
Right. Hey, kumandi kwa-Mining City. Umasi unesitulo esijikelezayo. Khawujikeleze masi sikubone. Wow, izitulo ziyajikeleza.
Siyasayiklisha isitulo.
Yeah, Vapa. Right. This one is for Bazooka.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment that you captured, just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. he's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. Behold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. These hoes don't want him no more. He's cold product. They moved on to the next move. Flows, he knows dove and sold nada. Sold the soap opera. It's told it unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. Lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better know the games of the change what you call rage. Tear this motherfucking roof off like two dogs' cage. I was playing.
Good night. Good night.